part of the yard mowed and cleaned up. Just need to do a little weed eating. And I'm gonna have to jump on the pasture another day because that takes a few hours there. And I've got to get ready for a little fishing trip this afternoon. So hopefully y'all will be seeing that on our other channel. Got a buddy that invited me over and he's gonna let me fish a private pond, so I'm kind of excited about that. But how I figured I'd finish this video up is give y'all a little garden tour. It's been quite a while since I've done that. We've got a lot going on out there, so might as well show it off. This little side garden bed, I mean, I've let it run since the summer. I've still got all my citrus out here. Citrus is everywhere. I've got to plant, but I'm gonna go ahead and wait till next year for that. But my bell peppers, since it cooled off some, I mean, they've just been exploding, putting back on. I mean, that one bell pepper plant alone right there has like 7 on them. So you can see we got some beautiful bell peppers all up in here. We've been eating them, enjoying them. And I planted those, you know, last spring. So they've just, that's how peppers usually do. They'll go till there's frost. Oh, Myers lemon just loaded up. Didn't put on big ones this year, just put on too many small ones. Lime tree, I've been eating some limes off of that. But let's take a quick look at the garden. It's not the best looking, but that's my fault. So I've got to come out here and burn the last of the weeds off that I killed. If y'all have watched, you know, I do a lot of propane weeding and burning. So I've got it mostly cleaned up. Just need to burn the last of this grass and stuff off. And we'll be chipping and mulching before long and layering this. So looking forward to doing that. I've just got to figure out when I'm gonna fit that in with everything else I've got going on. The okra, wow, what a story this has been this year. I actually quit watering it weeks ago. Said to heck with it, I'm done. I'm gonna let it die off. It put so much okra on, it was crazy. And then Tiffany had some patients that was telling her they would love to have some of this okra. So I come out here and cut all the big growth okra off of it. I actually cut like 6 gallons off of it. It was an insane amount, but all of it was no good. I wound up getting about 2 gallons off of it this week, now that I've kind of pruned it back, of good okra. So we're back to giving it away. I've decided to start watering it again, but I almost let it go completely dead. But there, it's done for me. We've got all that we want, so I'm just still growing a little bit of this for some people that want it. But crazy, crazy, crazy. This okra's been producing what, 4 or 5, probably 5 or 6 months now. I'd have to go back and add it up. So that's insane. I've never had okra produce as long as this has, but it's finally starting to dwindle out. Peppers out here, they kind of died off. Now they're exploding and coming back since it cooled off a little more during the major heat of the summer. It was hard on them, really was, even though peppers love heat. But you can see, I mean, look at these jalapenos here. And I got these Cuban peppers putting on. Everything's getting nice and dark green again. There's jalapenos everywhere in there. Same story over here. Got bell peppers putting back on, little baby ones, buds, flowers. Got banana peppers. All down in here. Everything's just putting back on. So I haven't showed y'all this in a while. This should look awesome to you. The corn, it's trying to make it. It really is. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to grow fall corn. I've had a lot of bugs working on it hard. I mean, really hard, especially some of the worms. So I've been working on them. You can see where grasshoppers and worms are just eating it up. But it's starting to get some tops now, and I'm starting to see my first ears of corn putting on, so I'm kind of excited. If we don't wind up getting no frost over the next month or two, and I doubt we do, this may actually make it. I've never did fall corn before, but these raised beds have been impressing me. Really happy with what I'm seeing here. I don't see too many more with little ears of corn, but that's just started. That's some of the first ones I've seen. They're just getting to the point, like I said, where they're topping out. See, I got a worm in here I got to work on that ate the top out of this one, so I don't know if that's going to kill the plant or what. If y'all watched a while back, I planted some lettuce. Excellent. Although we've had some really hot days, I'm scared this stuff's going to seed out. And if you've planted lettuce before, if it seeds out, which it usually does when it gets really hot, it turns bitter and it's no good. But it's not quite at that point yet. I'm hoping we're going to get another cool snap and enjoy a lot of lettuce for a while. Only had one plant out of everything I planted that didn't make it, but it looks beautiful. So this is butter crunch lettuce, and this is romaine lettuce. Romaine's doing really well. My cabbages are looking beautiful. They're starting to make tiny little heads kind of leafing up. It'll be a while before you'll see a true head on those. Beans, they've been hanging in there. If y'all watch the channel, I struggled and struggled with beans this year. I replanted these 3 times to finally get them to take. I need to thin them out now, but the grasshoppers are working on them pretty hard, and they're starting to climb. You can see they're flowering, climbing. So before long, I might start seeing some beans on this one plant. These over here are starting to climb as well. So really happy with that. Don't know if we'll get any beans or not before frost, but I was kind of experimenting, playing, and trying. Some people asked about the onions. I'm really not sure yet, to be honest with you. It's taken some forever to start growing little green shoots, like this one right here, for example. I thought these were rotting and just no good. See, that one's starting to put a little shoot out. So for some reason, the white onions have taken forever to put shoots on. You see a few have come up okay. The sweet onions down here, they did better. There's a lot of shoots coming out of them, although there's still a pile of onions I'm not seeing any shoots coming out of. But when I touch them, I need to cover some of these up a little. They don't feel rotten. And being I'm still seeing some having shoots come out daily, like that one, I guess they're gonna make it. I don't know. My first year really trying onions. But as you can see, I don't know, I'm about a 50% success rate, maybe a little less than that looking at it. So time will tell. The verdict's still out on the onions. Nothing exciting back here, my blueberry bushes. It is what it is. They're back here waiting for next summer. One little lonely grapevine, we've got to add more to it next year. And I've got to get out here and do some serious weeding. For some reason I skipped that bed whenever I was weeding the other day. So I'm gonna come back and re-burn everything, and I need to hit that. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. It's just kind of me knocking some chores out, and I'm doing that specifically so I can start getting serious on some of the projects I was telling you about. And thank y'all again, since we made the announcement that I'm going to try to attempt to do YouTube full time. It's been nothing but amazing support. I'm talking like no negativity thus far, which has shocked me. So thank y'all so much for that. But I'm trying to knock everything out, clean the place up, because I'm about to start jumping on the storm shelter. I want to get that off my list, get my mind clear. I'm going to go ahead and start looking at our house plans and kind of redesigning them for a pole barn house that we're going to build this week, and pricing a few things out, seeing if we're going to modify the plans, maybe add a bedroom or not. So got to crunch a lot of numbers right now with building materials the way they are. You know, they're just all over the place. They're up, they're down, but mostly up. So it's hard to lock in a price right now. So as soon as I get all that locked in, I'll keep y'all informed once we finalize our new house plans. It's going to be very similar to the old ones. I'll show that off to you. Like I said, we're about to start on the storm shelter. Along in the midst of all that, I'll take breaks certain days here and there to do wood chipping, because I want to layer the garden. I'll come out and work in the garden some. I'll do some firewood. So it's going to be business as usual with a couple big projects thrown in. But now I've got the time to actually focus on that, being that I don't have the grind going to the mill every day and working, you know, 12+ hour a day jobs, what it had turned into. So I'm excited to have the time freed up. I'm really excited about the future of the channel. And again, thank y'all so much for the support. I'll get more videos out to you. Thanks for watching.